2 days before our wedding, my fiancé told me he had slept with my twin sister, not recently 6 years ago, but he said I had 48 hours to decide if I still wanted to marry him. 2 days before our wedding, and suddenly I was the one who had to choose. Ryan had tears in his eyes when he told me. We were in our kitchen, the one we'd spent months renovating together, and the sunset was streaming through the windows we picked out as a couple. He claimed he couldn't enter our marriage with the secret between us. I've carried this guilt for years, Emily, he said, his voice breaking. Olivia and I, we were drunk, it was a mistake, and it never happened again. I felt like I was floating outside my body, watching someone else's life fall apart. My sister, my twin, the person who'd shared a womb with me, who was supposed to be standing beside me at the altar in 2 days. Why now? I managed to ask, my mouth dry. Why tell me this 2 days before our wedding? Ryan's eyes, those kind hazel eyes I'd fallen in love with, couldn't meet mine. I saw her yesterday at the final venue walk through. Something in the way she looked at me. I realized I couldn't start our marriage with this between us. The worst part wasn't even the betrayal. It was how desperately I wanted to forgive him, to convince myself that 6 years ago didn't matter, that it was before we'd said I love you, before he proposed on the cliffside where we'd had our third date. I didn't cry, not then. The same sister who'd helped me pick out my wedding dress, who'd organized my bachelorette party, who'd been my maid of honor through all the planning. Olivia opened her door wearing yoga pants and an oversized sweatshirt. Her hair, the same shade of auburn as mine, was pulled into a messy bun. For a split second it was like looking in a mirror, except her eyes were clear while mine were burning with unshed tears. Emily, what's wrong? She asked, concern creasing her forehead. Ryan just told me, I said, pushing past her into the apartment. About you and him, 6 years ago. Olivia's face morphed from concern to confusion. What are you talking about? Don't lie to me, I spat out. Not now, not after everything. My sister's face hardened in a way I recognized from our childhood fights. Ryan's lying. Nothing happened between us 6 years ago. Nothing has ever happened between us. She was either the world's best actress or telling the truth. And the thing about having a twin is that you usually know when they're lying. Olivia wasn't lying, at least not about what she was denying. Why would he make that up? I asked, suddenly unsure of everything. I don't know, Olivia said, taking my trembling hands in hers. But you need to ask yourself why your fiancé would tell you something so destructive right before your wedding. That night, I checked into a hotel, ignoring Ryan's desperate calls and texts. As I stared at the ceiling, one terrible question kept circling. What if Ryan was lying about when it happened? What if it wasn't 6 years ago at all?